Hello, dear ones. We are Laarkmaa, and we are here to support you on your evolutionary journey. While we know you are hungry for predictions of what is coming next, we wish to encourage you that you are able to participate with what comes next in every single moment by being present. So we will give you our perspective of what you may expect. But we want to also remind you that this is a planet of choice, and we do not make full-fledged predictions because you have the power to change anything that is predicted through your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. You are always in charge of participating in what is going to happen. We wish to tell you this because we want you to recognize that in 2024, you will become even more empowered to realize the depth and importance of how you participate in creating the now that you experience. 2024, from our perspective, has a potential, and we say potential because of what we just explained to you, has a great potential for your manifesting many abilities that you only hold a concept of in your head, not really an action potential within your everyday beingness. But these potentials will be enlivened in 2024. You're going to become more powerful, more aware of who you really are, more connected, and more able to make choices for the highest good of all without being encumbered by traumatic patterns or shadows that make you stay in loops of old thinking and old ways of being. 2024 has some of the greatest potential that this planet has ever experienced, and also the greatest portals for evolutionary leaps that you will ever experience as well. This is the moment for human evolution to make a tremendous leap forward, and your awareness of who you are, and your remembering of all the powers that you actually have, and your utilization of those powers to be able to manifest what you wish, and in the ascension process you are currently involved in, accelerating to propel you more into the new humans you are becoming. 2024 is a year of potent and powerful change. We want to point out something that was given to humanity as a gift. Many of you are familiar with the crop circles that appear around the world, particularly the ones that are prevalent in England. And there's been much discussion between the ones that are known to be man-made and those that are clearly not man-made and believed to be coming from other sources. Crop circles are a manifestation of the combination of the David kingdom on earth interacting with the beloved energy of your star family when it comes to visit. Those potent energies together weave together in patterns of light to create images and symbols to guide you on your evolutionary journey. The best way to be guided by them is either to sit in the middle of the circle and feel the energy, or to gaze at the circle, either in person or in a picture that you can see wherever you are. It does not matter as long as your intention is to enter the energy of that message. Either way, you are able to perceive what's going on more clearly when you focus your attention. This particular crop circle is the crop circle that was given in England in August of 2023. What you need to know is that this is a representation given by the interaction of our team, Laarkmaa, Pleiadian wisdom, mixed with the energies of the David kingdom of the earth, and giving you a message to inspire you and help you to move forward. Many of you who follow our work know that we identify ourselves as a group of 1 of 6 and 6 of 1, meaning that we are 6 individual energies working together like a family for the one highest good for all. And this is how we work to bring through energies to help inspire you and help you to evolve. You will see 6 spokes in the center of the crop circle. Each of these 6 spokes represents one of the members of our 1 of 6 and 6 of 1 Pleiadian team of Laarkmaa, who is here to help you and guide you because we love you. You will also see a hexagonal shape with 6 sides, showing that we are working within the boundaries that you have here on this planet to help you flow using the energy of 6, which is the energy of flow, beyond the boundaries to create something different and better. In the very center of the hexagonal shape, you will see a sphere. This sphere represents both the divine couple who brings forth our messages, that would be Pia and Cullen, who are also on the mission and team members with us to help humanity evolve into your highest form. And it also simultaneously represents your planet and everyone on this earth who is attuned to the ascension process and wishing to have guidance to move forward in a positive and evolutionary way. So the center of the entire crop circle is you. It is Pia and Cullen who bring forth our messages. It is you who are intentionally engaging in our messages. And it is us around you, giving guidance, giving love, being present in this evolutionary process. Outside of that image, you will see another small ring that shows that the circle of continuance goes around and around as you continue in the now moment. Never a stop for the past or a stop for the future in a linear way, but the continuing circle of the ever-present moment. This is how you evolve, by focusing on each now moment, which then creates the next moment. This is another way of representing what your future in 2024 will be. For you will be much more engaged in the now moment than you have been previously. Worries about the past, traumatic patterning, worries about the future will drop away as you become more and more empowered and remembering who you are and the potency that you carry through every choice you make for the highest good from your heart, from love. Outside of this circle, you will see 2 sets of 18 figures. These 18 figures represent the energy of 6, which is flow, 3, which is creativity, and 9, which is harmony. For 18 is the energy of 9 when you look at all the energies combined together. This is meant to include your awareness and encourage you to remember that you are flowing towards remembering who you are, creating a better world with every aspect of yourself flowing into remembrance, and moving towards harmony on your planet as you move towards the place of the highest good of all in every choice you make. In 2024, there will be less of a division between countries so that you will begin to see other citizens, other colors, other genders, other everything as being the same as you are. Not divided into a specific class, a specific culture, a specific country, but beginning to see the earth citizenship you all have together in unity as being evolving humans on this planet who are also divine sparks of light. So there will be less division in 2024 as you move forward in becoming who you are. These are things that we trust you will greatly look forward to and enjoy. But at the same time, we have to be honest and tell you the truth about what you're experiencing as you see it and feel it around you now. As you enter into 2024, you see, feel, and know there is great conflict on multiple levels. You see and feel the battle between the dark and the light. You also see and feel the fact that there is a tipping going on, a movement towards more power coming through those of you who are standing up for the truth. Remember, we have told you time and time again, the greatest loyalty you can have is not to country, not to religion, not to family, not to a partner. The greatest loyalty you can have is the loyalty to the truth, and that lives within your own heart. So in 2024, you will begin to align with that loyalty so that you are always engaged with others who are at the same place on their evolutionary journey as you are, so that you can band together in intensity of bringing forth high-powered intentions. In the ending of 2023 and stepping into 2024, you see and feel many of the structures that have been part of the old paradigm shattering as they fall apart all around you. You will continue to have things shatter throughout 2024, but we do not wish you to see this as a bad thing or as a place of loss. We wish you to look at it as a new life emerging from an egg, where the shell cracks and then a new being is born and grows. In the same way, the shell of the old paradigm is cracking around you as you step into 2024. And you'll be moving, especially with the influence of Pluto into Aquarius, into a period of great freedom. But that freedom does not come to you freely as a gift. It comes to you through your cooperation and your co-creation, through the choices you make to stand up and demand to be free, to stand up and say no everywhere that harm is being done on the planet, and say yes to everything that is bringing forth the energy of love, connection, harmony, and highest good for all. So 2024 for you is going to be a year of standing up for the truth. It is going to be a year of saying no to the agenda. It's going to be a year that you are going to have the choice, because this is a planet of choice, of being resigned and moving into false beliefs that somebody that you call white hats or good guys or the light just by itself is going to take care of your problems for you, or that the interstellar friends will come and resolve your issues. We will not. We will walk beside you. We will guide you. We will help you. But this is your journey. And for you to evolve, you must participate fully from your heart on this journey. The agenda continues to rage in 2024, requiring you to stand up for the truth, pushing you to say no where it is appropriate. There will be continued conflicts between countries because part of the agenda is to have more war. You must recognize that war is about killing any form of life, and it begins within you. Anything that you choose to kill is participating in the energy of war on the planet. The agenda also continues to wish to separate you more and more into factions against one another. In that way, they continue to create things that separate your genders as a transgender that is focused on a definition that does not allow your natural biological genders. This is a division of humanity also. It is not a movement towards unity. It is a movement towards separation, away from the biological humanity you experience and towards the artificial intelligence humanity that is called transgender, that allows for more interaction with artificial intelligence. The agenda also will continue to work against your financial system, engineering increased interest rates, causing your food supply to go up in cost, causing your heating and your gasoline costs to go up in every way they can, doing whatever they can to squeeze you through monetary greed and control. But guess what, dear ones? This is not possible to control you through these maneuvers, simply because you are awakening and becoming more empowered to recognizing that it is energy that makes the difference, not physical possessions, physical money, or physical control. Everything is energy. And in 2024, that's going to be more apparent than ever. You are energy. Every thought you think is energy. Everything you feel is energy. 2024 is going to bring an increased awareness of frequency. And that includes not only what we're talking about here, the frequency of how you engage through your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions, and how you are loyal to the truth in a way that supports the new paradigm rather than being afraid of the pressures that are being put against you through the agenda. It is not only about that, but it is largely about that. It is something you must work to attune yourself to the higher frequencies and step away from any fear, worry, or negativity that may still lurk in the shadows of the old paradigm as the structures crumble around you. Mary Magdalene, our great colleague and friend, has been telling humanity for many, many years, fear not. We quote her now, telling you, fear not. Do not lurk in the shadows that raise their heads and show fear, trying to get you engaged with lower vibrational energy. This too is part of the agenda. You have the power through your choices not to participate in that. See it. See what is happening all around you. Don't hide your head in the sand like an ostrich. Don't try to be one who is only in the light without seeing the full reality. Be present with what is, but do not be overcome by it, fearful of it, or worried by it. Instead, see it, and then remember you are more powerful, especially when you band together, to change things than any agenda can ever be. So therefore, you do not have to succumb into what you feel is happening in the third dimension. Also remember that you are on this evolutionary journey and this path of ascension, moving more and more into multidimensionality. And that also gives you greater powers of freedom, higher aspects of choosing, and greater ways of joining together, telepathically or physically. It does not make any difference when you're working with energy, for energy is free and goes wherever it will. You can work together even if you are not in close proximity to one another. Your intentions will carry you to be where each other is energetically, and you can band together through conscious intention to raise the vibrations of any situation that seems negative or overwhelming to you. So do not be afraid of monetary collapse, of war, of food shortages, of weather changes. See that these things are indeed happening, but know that you have the power to change it. Know that you are increasing in your power and that 2024 will bring you more and more freedom to do exactly what your hearts long to do. This is important for you to know. There is great potential for planned war again on this planet with large nations, and there is an agenda to make those nations which have been in power fall so that they become less important in the world affairs. But guess what? When that happens, it's not going to be just that one or two nations fall. The boundaries between all separations of nations will begin to fall too. You may not see that in 2024, but you will see the beginnings of it as nations begin to fall. So even on this front, we tell you, fear not. Do not be afraid if you are in one of the countries that is suddenly no longer powerful and dominant. Instead, recognize that you have chosen to live in this country because you are part of those who are here to break the boundaries between all nations, and that you will lead the way in doing so through the choices that you make and through reaching out to others like you who wish to have a world that is united in unity rather than divided by geographical or political boundaries. This is something you will begin to see more in 2025, but you will see the start of it in 2024. And the start of it will not be comfortable. It will be uncomfortable, most definitely. We pause for you to take that in. Take a deep breath. Be sure that you remember not to be afraid, but to realign your thought process and your feeling state with the energy we are putting in as stardust. You are powerful. You're evolving into ways to know and utilize that power. We tell you this as we make this energetic pause to help lengthen your ability to maintain the higher frequencies. And speaking of higher frequencies as we continue, you're already beginning to see in 2023 at the end of the year, and we'll see more all the way through 2024, medicine and healing modalities that are aligned with higher frequency awareness. We're not speaking of med beds, which you've read so much about. We're speaking of something much more simplistic. We're speaking about aligning energies of the earth to energies of the sky as it is intended in nature, and through also utilizing the energy of the star beings who are helping you with the humans that you are becoming here on this planet. using the divine spark of light that you are and the grounding influence of your beautiful planet to weave together an energy that is more powerful than anything that can be projected on you by third-dimensional limited technology. Technology, as you know it, will be a great focus in 2024, but technology that is new will also be a focus of 2024. The Aquarian energy that is coming in with Pluto in Aquarius for a very long time brings an interest in technology, but we wish to give you a warning about this. This is not an expansion of the technology that you already experience, which we consider to be archaic technology and technology that enslaves you, not technology that truly helps you. The technology that Aquarian energy brings in is the technology that is offered by higher awareness of freedom, true freedom, where you use energy for technological achievements. By way of example, we point out to you that we Pleiadians travel in light ships, not in physical manifestations, and they are navigated by our thoughts and our songs. Love powers our light ships. This is the higher use of technology, something that your planet and your consciousness is a long way from discovering yet. However, in 2024, frequency, as we have spoken previously, will be more remembered and aligned with your recognition that energy is the fuel you need to use for co-creating higher technological advantages. We don't necessarily mean Tesla energy either. We mean things that have never been explored, not even tapped into, that come through association with your feelings, your thoughts, and your connection to divine source and your becoming cosmic citizens. The greatest warning we have to give you about the interest in technology under the Pleiadian guidance, as you are aware of Pluto being in Aquarius, is the warning not to fall into the trap of artificial intelligence and the metaverse. The metaverse is not synchronistic with the multiverse. The metaverse is an intentional division for biological humans to move away from your natural state into an artificial separated state of technological artificial intelligence that has no heart and ultimately no choice in anything that occurs. That is the metaverse the agenda is trying to tempt you into. Movies like The Avatar promise you great powers, but lure you into a trap where you believe something that is not based on reality. On the other hand, the multiverse is the place where you expand into your multidimensional awareness, where you gain true freedom, and where you master your energy so that you can create the technology of freedom of which we are discussing now, the technology of your true future, the technology that is in alignment with the light ships that we navigate ourselves in, and the energetic step into becoming human beings who can do zip, zip, zip and be anywhere and everywhere at once. That's also not coming in 2024, but it's the seed point for that coming in the future. 2024 holds great potential for you. It holds things that you must also use your courage, your ingenuity, your banding together in love, and your commitment to truth and the highest good for all. These are the guidelines you need for 2024. Our prediction is that if you choose, because it is always your choice on this planet, if you choose to put aside your traumas and your stories about what you have believed all of your lives and open your hearts and your will centers to the courage of stepping into something truly unfamiliar, truly promising, and truly wonderful, if you open to that potential after having given up all of the old paradigm beliefs, you will move forward very quickly on this evolutionary process. Now, the one thing we have not touched on that we wish to say in closing is that your sun is a great part of your evolution. As many of you know who follow scientific journals, even though your science is somewhat limited, there is something that has your sun moving from hot to cold in what are called solar maximums and solar minimums every 11 years. There is energy in the number 11, which brings forth illumination and light. So the cycle being 11 years is not just an astronomical conundrum. It is an intentional energetic set up by the cosmos, and you have not been aware of why this number was important. But we are telling you why now. The cycles of 11 bring forth more light or move you away from light to work with the shadows. And that's the sun's gift to help you evolve. All of your planetary history as humans, you have experienced these solar cycles of 11 years. Now, in the ascension process, the solar cycles have lessened. They are not going to be 11 years any longer. You may have noticed you're having increased potency and frequency in the solar flares and the coronal mass ejections that come into your Earth. You're also noticing an increase in the heat from your sun. All of these things are reflective, bringing in more light, but it's happening quicker as well as being more potent because your acceleration process of your evolution is moving faster also. This cycle will culminate somewhere between 3 and 4 years, 3 being the number of creativity, 4 being the number of a new foundation. And so you will reach the solar maximum somewhere between year 3 and year 4, which sets the solar maximum somewhere around 2024 or the end of 2024, possibly early 2025. You are moving into that with great light help from your sun. Do what you can about everything that you have the energy, the awareness, and the inspiration to do. Stand up and say yes in 2024 to the truth. Stand up and say no to those things that would limit you, control you, or cause harm to you or your planet, including engagement with artificial technology. To make the evolutionary leap, you must step away from the artificial technology you rely on and trust that as you make this leap, you will discover the technology we are promising you. You have much to look forward to in 2024. We love you. Good always.